Good evening. Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, as the title suggests, Eva versus Cat on the vote on Beyond the Gates. Whose side are you on? Now, a couple of reasons why I thought of this title. Well, I think it was really only one, but watching that exchange, the reason why I actually thought about that title because in a lot of ways, they both were kind of on my shit list. If we're gonna be honest, they were. Now I know this is a kind of a impromptu kind of live. I'm only gonna be off about an hour. Um, I want to sit there and watch Daredevil and then get ready to do Courage Restraint. But I did want to come on since I didn't come on yesterday because by the time I got home and finished everything, it was so nothing was really happening. Nothing was really happening. But yeah, they both got on my shit list. Okay. Kat is a privileged, entitled brat. And Eva, well, she is just naive. And I can't just let that ish go because I feel like she should be old enough to sit there and be able to just not feed everything into like she should get the whole story other than just taking everything from her mom. I find that to just be very weird and like what are we doing at this point? Now we're going to be sitting there talking about all the shows tonight. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, and Young and Restless. As you are coming in, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does actually help. Yeah, we'll talk about General Hospital and stuff like that. And Portia, so they're asking Ava on advice where she literally gave it within the first 5 minutes. I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, you need to sit there and accept new reality. New reality is that Drew got you where he wants you. Okay, he got your marriage and also your your medical license in the palm of his hand. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what you want. It matters on what you're going to do. I feel like there was something else I was going to say about that. Black Mon, aka Mr. GQ, is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? I hope you had a great, great day. So good to see you. Thank you for joining. And again, I know this was literally last effing minute. Even though I kept saying it almost on my video, so I was going to try to come on tomorrow. Um, I kind of figured this was more last minute and it wasn't going to be a huge turnout, which is fine. I'll be back tomorrow to do the usual. Um, oh, I'm like, where's my music at? I love this phone, especially when it doesn't work the way I want it to. Lady V's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Shakira's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Metalhead's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Gloria's in the chat. How you doing tonight? I'll be so glad when the stupid BLQ secret baby storyline is over. Where's my damn music at? It's weird. Hey, that's not the weird part. But yes, what's good, Lady V? Okay, where's my music at? There we go. But yeah, I mean, it start. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's going to come to a close, but I mean, it didn't even really technically start it yet. All you saw today was Lulu fishing for information and coding. That's a fast off. Lulu fishing for information and sit thinking, why the hell was Lulu taking so damn long? Why was she taking so long? I mean, that's interesting. Okay, Shakira, thanks for letting me know. Jay Blue says, I'm done with Sasha. The poor excuse of not allowing Michael to be part of his child's life because of his family and them doing business with the man who kidnapped you. Exactly. Yeah, it's stupid. Yes, it's. I don't. People sat there and said that. The writers used to hate Sasha. When they pulled Sasha in some dark stories, people sat there and said, like, you know, Um, he told us some really good stories. People sat there and said, "Oh, the writers don't like her. They're always that they're writing dark stuff for her." Well, now they're writing. Now they're having her. Now they're writing stupid stuff for her. So that's not exactly much better. Lady says, "I'm sad. I can't sit my along with you this evening." Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But Lady V, I was sit there and sip enough wine for both of us. Still play her until. Oh, she's still playing her until June. July, then Gwen returns in July with a good twist. Okay. I mean, yeah, I would prefer somebody else other than Emily O'Brien, but at least you have somebody that's going to step up for Tate. Besides Brady, Jay Blue says Lula isn't frustrating. Lula is slowly becoming. Lulu is in frustrating. Lulu is slow because she didn't take the time to recuperate from her surgery. Oh, Lady V, trust me, I will. I mean, not too much because I do got to sit there and work in the morning, and I want to be up at 5 o'clock so I can watch the shows before I go to work. But I'll have just the right amount. I'm assuming probably from one of those so-called spoiler channels. I come on StreamYard and like they start adding some new stuff. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I guess I have to test that out before I go on my stream with Kyrie's. Well, Lady V, I also appreciate you being part of the channel tonight. Like I said, I know this was last minute, but I didn't do one yesterday. Gorgeous Queen Janet, what's good, my love? I hope Martin or Lois filed charges against Louis for it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, what she did was definitely out of pocket. It's funny because Amy asked me what should Lulu do, and at this point, I'm like, Lulu, just tell the truth. Just tell the damn truth. Where'd you hear that from, Shakira? Where'd you hear that from? Oh, wow, this is a whole new bottle. I don't have that. Lady said that I know I go back and listen to all your short videos. Well, thank you. Thank you, lady. I appreciate that. Janet says, I'm loving Beyond the Gates, but I don't remember all the characters' name either. Yeah, it's it's still new, and I get it. I'm watching a show called Hollyoaks, and I mean, granted, I'm just watching this and just going by the names that they give me on the show. So I get the disconnect. I think what Beyond the Gates for me, I actually studied the names before I watched before Monday's episode. So like Saturday and Sunday for 2 days, that's what I literally did was study some of the names. That's how I know. That's how I can remember the names because had to sit there and study them the day 2 days before. It was still kind of interesting though, Shakira. Um, it was still kind of interesting. I mean, you have this whole thing with Douglas, right? And he's clearly a gambling addict. And you have Vanessa, who is a cheater. Okay, she's cheating because let's be honest, Doug isn't there for her in the way that you know he wants him to be there. I'll tell you this much. This is what I will sit there and say, and I'll keep sitting there saying this until the goddamn cows come home. Um, is that I don't have to sit there and beyond the gates, I don't have to deal with the whole constant. I hate Drew. Drew is this. Drew is that. Oh my God, I hate Drew. Drew is this, and it's just like I feel like Beyond the Gates is a breath of fresh air for so many reasons, but especially because I don't have to sit there and hear the constant I can't stand Drew because of this or that and the third. So I'm even on a day like this when it didn't have as much or what it did have? It didn't have Danny. It didn't have Danny today. I was like, oh my God, they didn't actually show Danny today. Oh, what a relief. Like, I'm sorry. I know that Danny's a pivotal character, but like there's only so much Danny that I could sit there and take in a sense, you know? So I'm cool with them not actually, I mean, I get what Meadow had to sit there saying and Jay Bloom, but I just felt like it was just her being stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if it had a lot to do with I don't know if it has a lot to do with I like Carter with Daphne. Bless your heart. Bless your heart, my love. Bless your heart, Janet. And All the Beautiful is another show where I'm watching it and you're yeah, you're watching a show and you see these two idiotic parents that are constantly saying, "Well, Steph, you got to get away from Finn. You got to come and live with us." I mean, it's not going to be permanent. It's not a permanent solution. Then what kind of solution is it? What is going to live with her parents going to do in the long run? Like at some point, she's going to have to go back to her husband. Like, what do you think? What's going to wind up happening? Are you gonna off Luna? Even when they find out that Luna is not is not in the jail but in a house arrest, what is that going to do? Like this isn't a permanent solution. So you asking her to leave is not even going to make any damn sense. And the thing is, the parents keep saying they're trying to make it seem like, well, we're not blaming Finn, but we're going to blame Finn because Luna is his daughter. Okay. And then what is Steffi wants him to do? To sit there and act like he's not going to acknowledge his daughter? I mean, seriously, you wouldn't ask Steffi to sit there and not acknowledge her kids, not acknowledge her daughter. So why the hell should he? Big Samuel was good. They threw her down outdoors too much too soon. I mean, I get, like I said, I get that they have to sit there and start off with her, and that's fine. But the fact that she wasn't there, it's like Carly after a while. If you see too much of Carly after a while, you're kind of just like, okay, I can kind of do a little bit without Carly after a while. Yeah, yeah, I figured that, J. Blue. I did. I figured that. I figured that. But I'm just like, it was just so. What's good, Big Nate? How are you doing tonight? I hope all is well with you. Am I going to see you in Dion's corner if I finish Curry's stream earlier? I probably won't stay, but I'll be in there for a little bit if I'm still awake. I'll be in there for a little bit. I want to try to watch another 10 minutes of Daredevil before I go to sleep. So if I happen to be up, I'll sit there and say what's up or whatever. Um, yeah, it's just like, what am I doing? Like, what are we doing at this point? What are we doing? I mean, I missed doing this yesterday. I wish I could have took an actual break, but like I still was trying to watch and catch up to the soaps. Which, by the way, I feel like I'm gonna start something new. At least, except for if it's General Hospital. If it's another show, like let's say Born and Beautiful, whatever, I may not actually post a review if it's like past 8 o'clock or past 6 o'clock. Uh, I just don't see a point in it numbers wise. But yeah, I mean, in general, I'm loving the Beyond the Gate stuff. And and here's the thing: when Eva finds out what her mom actually did, um, running her off the road. Yeah, that's true, Jay Blue. That's true. I do. It's like I love doing this, but sometimes it can get to a point where it's like I need to take a break. Even if it's just one day, because I haven't been doing that in a while. I used to sit there and take at least one day off. I think I'm gonna have to bring it back to that. I'm gonna have to bring it back to that. And Samuel says, "Beyond the Gates is the best. Why is Beyond the Gates the best soap opera right now?" I mean, I'm loving Beyond the Gates, so I'm not gonna sit there and knock your reason, whatever it is. But I'm just very curious why you gotta, you know, why you think that. Jonas says, "I think one day off is smart." Yeah, it is. I can prevent burnout and you know, I can keep the quality good. Jonas says Tuesday is probably a good day or Monday. Yeah, definitely Tuesday, because Tuesday is the worst for me to sit there and try to do is to try to do a live stream since I'm watching 5 to 6 soap operas. So Tuesday is definitely not a Tuesday is definitely a one that I'm thinking it is operating like a soap opera in 2025, not 1965. Okay. Yeah, I met a listen. I watched the first 10 minutes of it. I was like, oh shit. I was like, yo, it's bringing me back to the glorious Netflix days. You know what I'm talking about, Meta. Jenna says, I like Beyond the Gaze too, since it's new and it says and Kaz all look relevant. Yes. And not just that, they use relevant, and it's like, exactly, and it's like what Sirius said. They got Facebook, they got Instagram, what I'm saying? They talk about relevant things. They use words like no cap, they sit there and talk about the shade room, they talk it's all up to date. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes, it is, Metalhead. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, and they got the first 2 episodes up already too, Metalhead. So, I'm definitely gonna be getting into that. Exactly, Jack. Like I said, they got the breath. They talk about the Breakfast Club. The actual. hmm Lady J says, "All top. I really enjoy your commentary about the young lady who was calling her Twitch followers broke or something like that." Yeah, it was good, Tracy. Thank you. Thank you for watching that. Thank you for watching that, lady. It was an old clip, but I still think it's pretty relevant. You know, I think it's still pretty relevant because it's like, I mean, she was out of pocket. She was hella out of pocket. And then her sad ass apology video just made her come across even more fake after she was so condescending. Yeah, I guess I did, lady. I mean, I wasn't there trying to be vulgar or anything like that, but like, it was good, Kevin. Um, I was like, yo, you got it. And I'm not going to sit there and say some of the stuff she said wasn't wrong, but even here's the thing, even if you agree with her, it's her tone and how she went about it that was the problem. But I plan on doing more videos like that though too, Lady V. I actually have a new one coming out tonight. Doesn't have the video clips I wanted to have, but still want to talk about it. Well, yeah, lady. I mean, when you lose 1,000 subscribers in one night, like that's a career ender right there. And yet she still bounced back from it, which is amazing. She's not the devil, but I mean, entitled is. You know, it's funny, Samuel. Kyrie's actually started a petition. Kyrie's actually started a petition to sit there and get Josh Griffin fired. Which I don't know how I feel about that, but like he started a petition. Um, but no, again, thank you, Lady V, for watching that. I'm planning on coming out with some more of those type of videos soon. This story is gonna be funny when I put it out. But yeah, he actually put out a. You know what it is? I just can't take another goddamn scene with Phyllis and Sharon in the room arguing and bickering like a bunch of 16-year-old little girls. Like it just is torturous at this point. It is straight up torturous at this point. Like I just God, I can't do it. Can't do it. Like it's too much. I mean, they didn't show them today, but like that, like what did they even sit there and talk about today? Well, yeah, Sam, and that's one of the things that I saw was that people was complaining that once again Sharon's getting kidnapped, and you're just like, did she just get kidnapped like maybe about 3 weeks ago? Like, and now they're doing this whole her getting kidnapped, them getting kidnapped, and mixing it in with Saw. If you don't know what Saw is, you should video clip Saw, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I don't know. I don't know. I just, at the end of the day, it's like Victor's gonna be Victor. Lady says you said it perfectly. Entire delusion is the perfect word for that young lady. Yeah. She was. That's the thing, though, Lady V. It's like when your ego gets too big, you start doing things like that. You get a reality check. You get a reality check fast. And when she saw her numbers dropping, she was like, "Oh shit!" She had to scramble. And that apology was so awkward. It was so. And of course, I had one asshole that came in my video talking about, well, she's a nice lady and she gives advice and she talks to people, and I'm like, I mean, I don't try to knock people for their opinions, but I'm like, bro, you totally missed the point of what she was doing. Like, how do you sit there looking at a video like that and be like, well, she's a good lady? I'm like, nonsense to saying she's the devil, but like, how do you not sit there and see that as out of pocket behavior? Someone says, if it's not Drusilla who has them in that room, all this is a waste of time. Well, you know who the theory is, but that would be interesting if it was Drusilla. Um, because people are already thinking it is what you call it, Ian Ward. Lady says it was an apology and an insult in the same sentence. Yeah, because she definitely showed that she was fake. It wasn't sincere. It was just a way to sit there and save face and try not to lose any more followers. And she did it during the worst. She did it among the worst times when people were losing their jobs. And yeah, I get it. It's $5, but like that's not the point, though. You know what I'm saying? Like one person was like, "Listen, I'll support you if I could, but I gotta sit and think about my family and food and stuff." And she tried to make it seem like, well, $5 is not that big of a deal. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I have said something very similar about Peacock, so like I can't knock her on the price value, but like still, like they don't owe you anything. Why do you think it's a waste of time with Ian Ward? I mean, I get it. It's the most obvious choice since they didn't actually kill him off, which is stupid in itself. Um, that they didn't kill off Ian Ward because they totally could have. Tracy says people be delusional. $5 is a lot when you don't have it. Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing. Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing, though, Tracy. Yes, and yeah, in that sense, I was out of pocket too. I I'm be honest, I kind of do stand by that though. Like I do when it comes towards Peacock, I do stand by that, but. It was more than just a price point. It could have been $5. It could have been $10. It's the way that she talked down to people about that. And just about her like you know I think there could have been a way she could have came across with her point of view without being so nasty and entitled, and I wouldn't have knocked it. Someone says Alberto. Oh, I'm Alberto now. Carter beat Hope to the punch. She was going to cheat on him eventually. Good for Carter. He is way better with Daphne. Okay. Tommy. Sammy says we hate him as a villain. Nobody wants Ian back. Who are these people? I'll take your word for it because you've been watching it longer than me. But okay. Um, Tommy says Kaz is doing too much on Eva first day. I mean, that's the thing. She didn't come across as an entitled snob. As much as his thing, as much as I get on Jocelyn. Why not fans? Okay, I'm gonna do a survey. It's a good idea. Thank you, Sam. I'm gonna do a survey. Lady says no, but remember she first said if people can't afford $20, if you can't afford five, you're broke. Yeah, and I mean that's the thing, though, Lady V. Like she did make kind of a point as far as like listen, if you can't afford this, then you should be going out there making money and not necessarily watching me. As irresponsible. She's not. She's not entirely wrong about that. You know. But again, it's her delivery, though. It's not so much the words she said. It's her delivery and how she said it. Your tone and your delivery can affect the message that you're trying to convey. Yeah, I am too. I am too, Tommy. I was just into saying I was like, all right, we can kind of pull back on the Danny-ness for a little bit, at least for one day. What's good, Ebony? She was definitely tone deaf, Samuel. And like I said, if you watch the video I put up, and you can hear her commentary and the way that she's coming across. It's definitely entitled. And granted, when she said that this was during the pandemic, this is a time when people were losing their jobs, scared for their lives, scared for their families. And she said this. So yeah, there is definitely a tone deaf way that she came across. Like I said, your tone and how you deliver something, you know. Like I said, I know it was 4 years ago. Yeah, it was it was 4 years ago. Okay, actually, I think it's now 5 years. So it was about 5 years ago, give or take. So her apology was just dog shit, though. Sean says, I hope said Carter wasn't like other men. That's funny. Yes, eyes for Daphne. That's one way of putting it. I mean, he did sit there and tell her the truth. So, you know, he did sit there and tell her the truth. But I mean, is Hope really going to dump him for that? That's the question. Simmer says, and they're losing their jobs once again. Yeah, yeah, it's bad. It definitely comes across as entitled streamer, and the problem with her is that she gives other streamers a bad name. This is the reason why people will sit there and say, "Oh, are you?" We are talking to Tommy. I'm talking about a multitude of different things. Um, you know how I run my streams, Tommy. But yeah, it was bad. Like it was definitely tone deaf. You actually said you literally hit the nail on it. But I mean, I'm mad. Oh, that's for you, Tommy. What's Tommy wrong? Today was interesting. Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. Telling Tommy says Victor needs to let this go. I mean, if his own wife can't sit there and get him to like do that, then Dave says, I'm confused as to who Vivian is in General Hospital. Where does she come from? She seemed like she was an off character that you just introduced today as a way to make Carly jealous. And but she was not a main character though. Like she literally came in today just to cause conflict. Because Carly was like, "Hey, listen, where are we? Where's our status?" To Jack, and it was just to sit there and bring up her insecurities with Jack. So that's pretty much all she was. You know, we probably won't sit there and see her that much. You know who we haven't seen in a while though? Scotty. Yeah, Tommy, it's funny. I've seen so many people say like all sorts of like theories, which are, and that's another thing. Like yesterday, Tommy, I'll sit there and say this, like, those two idiots was in the room talking about maybe it's Nick, maybe it's one of your kids, maybe it's Mariah, maybe it's Summer and Daniel that's out there and kidnapped us. That's what I was like, okay, like, what the are we doing at this point? Like, I mean, and then I seen fans sit there and say, "Oh, well, maybe it's Nick. Maybe Nick's out there and kidnapped them." I'm like, "Yo, come on! Like, if y'all sit there trying to troll, cool. I rock with the trolling, but like, I can't sit there and take any y'all serious. Like, I really can't. The fact that somebody said that maybe Nick was actually the one that kidnapped him, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. This is actually why when I watch YNR and I watch it on YouTube, I don't bother to read the comments because people just sit there and just throw out anything at this point. Jay Blue said, "That's how I feel about Tracy. She constantly yelling at people as of late. She needs to take it down. She is definitely entitled. Like there, and she is definitely annoying. Like there's no tomorrow. Like seriously, what's good, DMV? Tommy, we're tired of it. Anna and Lulu becomes friends too after she saves her. That's interesting. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, thing is, Tommy, Jack's been tired of it. We're tired of it as well. Here's the thing. I feel like the audience is tired of it, but Josh Griffin and the staff are just like, oh, we're going to do it anyway. We're going to sit there and write this feud that people have been tired of for like years and years and years. We're going to sit there and just write this feud out. This is why Victor is not there gearing up for a fight against Jack, you know? Which the audience is just like, we're kind of done of it, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Tommy. I just know that I'm not going to sit there and just start throwing out names until, we have some actual proof. Hell, I don't even want to sit there and say it's Ian. I'd rather just wait and see who it is. But Ian seems like he's more likely to do it than Billy or Nick or Mariah or Summer or Daniel. You know, I, that's why yesterday's episode was just so annoying. It was so over the top. It was so dumb. They argue for like 20 minutes. They start throwing out a bunch of stupid theories, and then you have Phyllis don't want to break the window. Break the window. I'm like, you do realize that it's winter outside, so y'all want to freeze, right? Like I said, I'm all for some drama and something that happened. But it's the constant arguing for me that I just can't sit there and deal with. This starts to become. I mean, granted, I would sit there and say Phyllis is the worst because she's constantly starting with Sharon, and Sharon for the most part is defending herself. So I don't sit there and give. I don't give him that. I don't give her that much. Yeah, I mean, of course, Sean, but I don't think it's Daniel though. Jay Blue says, I'm laughing about the soaps you're talking about right now. So I don't blame you. Is he? Is he really, Tommy? Sharon wish she was in jail right now. No, I'm pretty sure jail. I know jail's a lot worse. Part of me thinks it's Diane. Oh, we just throwing everything out there. Um, I don't think that Adam is jealous of Billy. I really don't. Um, I just think sometimes these scenes with those two don't seem like they really like. Even today, just having both of them just go back and forth. Oh, you're gonna start up a company and you think you're gonna sit there and win, and your little company's not gonna go anywhere because you're Billy Abbott, the family screw up, and it's just like sometimes some of these arguments seems like something I would see on Degrassi, which is like a show about high schoolers. You know, it's like, and that's the problem. You see them going back and forth, and it's just like it doesn't even really go anywhere. Samuel says Diane is having the Abbott Mansion remodeled and no one is there. DMV says I want some loving in the afternoon and not Drew and Willow. I mean a sexy couple and some sort of danger but fighting to stay alive and in love against the odds. Yeah, I mean I gotta sit there and admit. Well, the thing is, Emma needed some scenes, and Gio was just there to remind us that every time Gio was there to remind us that every time Dante talks to Gio, he's talking to his son. And that's why it may be her, Diane, who has them locked in that room. Um, I gotta see something for a minute. I just had to go to your channel, Samuel. I just had to go to your YouTube channel. I'm like, bro, you are such a goddamn rock star out here in these YouTube streets. Like seriously, you just have this very smooth way of doing your videos. So I have to sit there and shout you out once again. I know you don't do YouTube anymore, but you killed it. Like you killed it, my friend. I thought all man could smell if a young man was his. Yeah, I don't think that's how that works, DMV. I don't think that we're like, you know, canines or something. I'll tell you one thing, Samuel. If you do, I'll be sitting there watching all your videos and definitely promoting you because I don't know. I just certain people just got that talent. You definitely got that talent. Hell, yo, I think I know you'd be better than me. So, oh my God, Sammy, listen. If you sat there, you did a video about Beyond the Gates, bro. I'll be putting that on my channel. I'll be sharing that shit. And I know you would kill it. And you just have some. That'd be awesome. But I know, life. Definitely. Is you dealing with life and stuff. I'm just saying, you would definitely kill it. And I wouldn't sit there and say about everybody, but what's good, Dolomedics? Jay Blue says, is Brad going to be the character closet now that Luke is done with him? It's unfortunate that Roger is now a recurring character. They didn't even make Molly and TJ legitimate terminated. Yeah, they don't talk about TJ. They haven't talked about TJ. They haven't talked about when. Sammy says, but I want to get a phone or a tablet dedicated to doing those videos. Okay. Um, I definitely sit there and support that without question, bro. No hesitation. Sir Charles. Okay, that's random. Um, and that exactly, Domex, and that's the thing. I'm like, what do we like? It is definitely crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely like, I mean, hell, they don't even talk. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I no, I know what you're saying, Sir Charles. I won't co-sign that, but I I know what you're saying. But it's just weird though. I mean, like it's funny though, Max. I thought about Scotty today. I'm like, they don't talk about Scotty or anything like that. You know how many times I've seen tweets from the actor that's been like, bro, when you gonna put me in? When you gonna put me back? Y'all don't respect legacy characters. What's good, CJ Clove? And now you have, yeah, CJ Clove, yes. Martin is gay from Beyond the Gates, yes. Uh, just throwing out more, we're just throwing out more theories, right, Tommy? Billy, Diana, Michael, who did it? I do, Tommy. I like Bill from Beyond the Gates. He's a messy character. And I mean, I love his wife because that chick is hot. Yeah, I agree with that, Tommy. Yeah, they don't talk about it anymore, Dolmax. That's the thing. They says the fact that just made TJ a non-factor in Irene's death is just wow. Dolmax, you know what I had to sit there and say to you? I'm on board with the potential yes. Yeah, CJ Clover like Bill. Bill is a messy character. Okay, I like Bill. Bill is one of my favorite characters on that show. CJ Clove. Oh, that's what I had to sit there and say. I know you probably have been watching Hollyoaks, but I'm not gonna lie, though, Lex. Every time I have to sit there and see Frankie on the show, she just managed to just piss me off even more. Every single time I see Frank, I'm telling you right now, Dolomitics, when Frankie finds out the truth that her dad really didn't cheat, she's she gonna feel like shit, and I'm gonna be here for it. Tommy said, "Don't like Kat and Leslie." Leslie is definitely unhinging. Kat is an entitled prick, to be honest. So but yeah, that's why it's funny too though, man, because I was literally watching like maybe 20 about 10 minutes before I started this stream. I got done like within 10 minutes or whatever. And I'm like, I gotta sit there and tell Delmax. 'Cause I think, Delmax, you're like the before I start doing reviews about Hollyoaks. Delmax says Frankie can be a lot. I just found out they are bringing back Warren Fox to Hollyoaks. How you gonna love that character? Delmax, I'm gonna take your word for it because you cool with me. So you already know what kind of characters I like. So I'm gonna take your word for that. I think I could have swore I saw a picture of that guy. See CJ Clove, when Eva finds out what her mom did, she gonna feel like crap because she's only hearing her mom's portion of the story. She didn't bother to sit there and get his portion. She didn't sit there and do a homework or research or anything like that. She's just taking everything that her mom has practically been poisoning her with, which is insane to me. Hmm. Jay Blue says a GH fan wants Brooklyn and Dante to get together to stick it to Lulu as she puts Brooklyn's lie out. CJ Close says, did Stephanie on days ask her mom to get Joyce results from the lab? I could have swore yes, she did. She did, CJ Clove. And then she realized that, yeah, that's bad and I can't do that. And then she wants to sit there and tell Alex what she overheard from Sarah. And then her mom was like, listen, the house is going under. We can't sit there and afford that. And, she said that she wanted to do this for Alex, but in reality, I felt like she wanted to do that for herself. She wanted to sit there and do that for herself. Just selfish as shit. Um, Domex says Warren is your type of guy. He's Joe's dad and has kids by Celine and Selena and Mercedes. He's this criminal underworld dog character, like a nastier version of Jay. Ooh, okay, all right. I'm ready. So I'm sold. I am sold. I can't wait for this shit now. Okay. When I get some time, I swear I want to start doing reviews on that. Queen of the South, how is the lovely queen doing tonight? It's good to see you. It's always good to sit there and see the queen. Stephanie is inappropriate and out of line. Yeah, she definitely is. I mean, listen, I get it. It's human nature to sit there and look at that situation and be like, um, to kind of be like, okay, how's this going to affect my relationship? But I'm like, boo, the way that you and Alex already went about it, as far as the whole Joy thing was already messed up, and now you want to sit there and put her business out there on Front Street? Of course, Queen, of course. Well, Max says when Warren comes back, you can probably expect a full on turf war with Grace. Yes. That guy, her sister Rex just comes across as kind of a scumbag. Like I don't know his reasoning for like messing with these teenagers and the whole Frankie situation. I don't understand like why is Rex doing all this to like I don't understand why is he doing all this stuff, This whole manipulation with the two gay guys and Frankie, like I don't really understand CJ Close says, I'm ready for Steffi to pack her things and go. Finish delusional. Well, respectfully, why is Finn delusional and why do you want Steffi to pack her bags? Very curious about your take. Yes, I'm very curious about your take. But I mean, that is his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what she did was wrong and everything like that, but I'm like, you know, packing. Anyway, Liam. That makes us Rex with Rex was shady Anyway, he came to town basically pimping out Frankie's older sister, Hannah, and worked as a henchman for the warden archenemy Blue. What's good, Spencer? You think we're going to see Jason and Anna knocking boots? Hopefully. I'll be down for that, Spencer. I'm down for an Anna and Jason scene. I'm with it. Sign me up. What's good, Spencer? Damn. Yeah, he does seem very shady. He does seem very shady. Wow. Damn. You just came in built being shady. Jesus Christ. CJ Close says, I love Sam, but I'm afraid of Finn's family. Finn will put his wife and kids in danger messing with Luna. It's either Hayes or Luna choose. I don't care. All right, Spencer. Look forward to it. What's good, Kaiwan? But to see the thing is though, like, see, this is my thing, CJ Clove, and this is the reason why I was not happy with Ridge and Taylor because they're trying to put the blame on Finn, like it's Finn's fault that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not Finn's fault that he didn't know about his daughter, right? And at the end of the day, that's his daughter. Let me put it this way, and this is just me personally. Your children comes before your wife or your husband. Thank you, Queen Becky D. Albert, you have made the best place to chat about selves. Thank you for being awesome. Also, hello to all my friends in the chat. Thank you, Becky D. Thank you, Queen Becky D. Let's everyone thank Becky for her generosity. I seriously do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm like, where the hell is my water at? I'm gonna be honest, I'm trying to ration this. Because outside it's shitty outside. So yeah, let's everyone thank Becky for that. So true about your kids becoming first before your wife. Tell her to my concerned stepmom. Could see the stepmother and I can see the pompous parents because I need to hear that from you. Yeah, it's just I mean that's just how it is, Spencer. When you have kids, it's a sacrifice, and you have to sit there and sacrifice a lot. And if that means sacrificing your relationship with Steffi, oh well. Oh, it's about the snow tonight. Okay. Oh, where you're at. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the snow either, Tracy. It's just I can't understand, but Finn will want to have Luna around his other kids, and Luna cannot be trusted. His family has put Steffi through hell. Okay, well, I get that. I get that, CJ Clove. I mean, I do. I do. And maybe at that point he needs to start setting some boundaries, and that's fine. He can set boundaries as far as, hey, listen, you can't be around my kids or whatever. But here's the thing: to deny his relationship with his daughter because his wife has a problem with it, that's unacceptable. That's why I put my foot down. That's unacceptable. I'm sorry to hear that, Becky. I hope things start to become a little better. I truly do. I'm sorry things aren't going well. What's good, Ronnie Ron? Well, Ron, I mean, she did sit there and say that she wasn't going to do it. She told Stephanie why. um, but like I said, CJ Clove, I get that part. Um, but at the end of the day, like I said, that's your kids. So that's the thing when you're a parent, you have to sit there and sacrifice your a lot of sacrifices. Can't believe. Well, I guess I can't believe that a present use term too many. I'm going to put a little bit in the group chat. I can't believe. Well, I guess I can't believe that present use the term. There's too many woke. Yeah, we'll discuss that later in the We'll discuss that later in the PM. I think that'd be best. I just that word has been thrown around so many times that I feel like everyone just has a different definition of it. And before, yeah, we'll talk about it during the PM. That's always a very tricky conversation. J Blue says I'm in season 3 of A Different World, and the actress who plays Stella on GH made an appearance. Really? Okay. Are you happy for Joy being employed at Titan, not telling Alex about her being happy? I wouldn't use happy, Ron, but I mean, at least she got a job. I mean, hell, she's pregnant and she's going to need some money coming in. She doesn't want to go back to her parents, her mom, because her parents, because they're going to sit there and just call her a screw up and everything and getting knocked up and all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, I want to sit there and say I'm happy. I'm just like, Spencer says, also, Albert, can you explain why Rocco blew up at Danny? Because Danny took Rocco's phone and told Jason, um, what's good, cherry ice cream? What's good? It's good to see you. He betrayed his confidence. That's what it came down to. He took the information that Rocco told Danny, and Danny went to go tell his dad. And that betrayed his confidence, and that betrayed his confidence, and violated like that friendship right there. You don't do that. I understand Danny wanted to do something nice and try to help out a situation, but he didn't ask him to do that, so that's why he blew up at him. I mean, he's literally sat there and snatched the phone and was like, here, this is what Rocco told me. I'm like, bro, I told you that. I didn't tell you to tell you, like, what are you doing? But it's good to see you, Cherry Ice Cream. It's good to see you. Well, I wouldn't be that harsh about it, Ron, but I mean, she did eavesdrop. That wasn't information that, like she stayed to sit there and listen to us. But to be fair, Ron, she didn't try to eavesdrop. Like she didn't walk over there and was trying to like get more information. She just happened to get out the elevator when it happened. So, well, Ron, I don't even understand what Ava's actually going to press charges for. She can press charges against Kristen's mother, but Kristen wasn't a part of that. Kristen walked in, saw it, and didn't do anything. Unless this is Seinfeld and she can go to jail for not being a good Samaritan, what are you going to charge it with? Like seriously, what are you going to charge EJ with because he didn't help? I mean, it's a dick move, but he's not obligated to do that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing good, cherry ice cream. But no, it's seriously no, it's good. It's good to see you back. Yeah, I caught bits of it, Spencer. When I came back from watching the show, when I came back to watching the show, I saw the tail end, and that's when Emma Ryan's was Lulu, who I don't think was a great Lulu, but you know, don't extras. I think the idea is that they became part of the cover up. I mean, I get that, but like, I guess the way I'm looking at it though, Max, is like, yeah, that's what I'm saying though, right? Like, I mean, yeah, you can assume that she covered it up, but like, how did she really cover it up though? Like, it's accessory after the fact. So let me get this straight. I walk in the building, I see somebody kidnap somebody else, and I decide not to do anything. I can technically get charged for that. But you see what I'm talking about, though, Max, right? Oh wow, I'm glad that you're okay now. Jason, that's major right there. That's major. So the fact that you are here is a blessing. Uh, yes, but that's what I'm sitting there saying, though, Max. No, you're thinking of the Seinfeld Good Samaritan charge thing. Yeah, exactly. Like you saw a crime, you didn't say anything, you didn't report it, you didn't try to stop it, so you're going to get arrested for it. Again, that's what I'm sitting there saying. If I went into a room and I saw somebody, people forget you can go to jail for not reporting a crime. That's like okay, I get that, but that's absolutely insane to me because one, okay, I know it's a soap opera, so I'm not gonna sit there and try to get too much into a rant. Yes, thank you, Jay Bloom. Because then one person could sit there and argue like I don't want to sit there and have somebody retaliate against me. My life may be in danger. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like so, it's like I said. I know in this country, like you can go to jail, you can get sued for anything in this country, and like the laws are just wild to me. But like getting in trouble for not reporting a crime just seems so. You don't have to become involved, but you do have to report. You can even do it anonymously. Okay, I get that part. I get that part. I like I said, I think it's absolutely insane. Delmax. Um, Alicia said to me that technically they could like if this was real life, they could sit there and charge Jason, even though there's no body. That's why people don't snitch sometimes. Yeah, exactly, J Blue, because your life can be in danger. But like, she was not there telling me that you could go to jail even if there's no body. I'm like that. Like that is just insane to me. That is absolutely bonkers to me. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't. It's a soap opera. So sometimes the logic side of me just kind of goes off, and I have to sit there and be like, nah, I got to calm down, bouncing back, and thanking God. Yes, seriously. I'm glad that you're here, and not just in the chat, just mean you being alive in general. Yeah, there's a lot of weird legal stuff. Yeah, yeah. I don't think I will fully ever understand it totally, but I don't know. Jay Blue said there's a former police there's a former police in jail for killing his third wife, and they still haven't found her body. Yeah, that's nuts, Jay Blue. That. See, Ron, WTF go to jail for what? So if I when com- when complying with a friend, um, I don't know if those two things are related, but technically speaking, I guess you can. Yep. Like Dolomedic said, there's some weird legal stuff that I don't think I'm ever gonna fully understand. But I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I do gotta sit there and charge my laptop. I'm gonna get ready for Kyrie's live stream tonight. But I'll be back tomorrow though to do my own live stream, full live stream. I'll be starting at my usual time, hopefully. Oh, that's true. Drew Peterson. Yeah, Drew Peterson. Okay. I feel like I've heard of that before, but look it up though. Thank you, Jay Blue. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow during the regular time, regular stream, and we'll sit there and cook and have a good time. Um, but I wanted to do it live today because I wasn't too sure if I was going to be able to, and I didn't do one yesterday. So yes, I do want to thank everyone for joining tonight. I know this is an impromptu last minute stream, but thank you for hanging out. And again, thank you, Queen Becky D, for the generous donation. That really does keep the channel going. You have no idea how much, but it really does help. So thank you. And again, shout out to Cherry Ice Cream for being back, taking it one day at a time, you know. But yes, Ron, I'll be back tomorrow. And same thing with you, Tommy. I'll be back tomorrow. And during normal time, we'll sit there and talk about this stuff. Uh, I I have to think about that, Spencer. Off the top of my head, no. I would have to sit there and think about that. So I couldn't sit there. I couldn't sit there and say for sure. What's good, Double C? I'll be on tonight in Kyrie's stream, so definitely check me out over there. Have a good night, Jay Blue. But yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk tonight, though, Spencer. Yes, Cherry Icing, you will definitely see me tomorrow. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna cook, and yeah. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Laters.